Hi there, my name is Saman Shahi and I'm a composer based in Toronto, Canada. This video is part of a series introducing listeners to the world of classical music in the 20th and 21st century and helping listeners better understand major creative practices, styles, and aesthetics. So if you have a curious ear and want to learn more about new music, you've come to the right place. We'll be discussing minimalism in this episode, and without further ado, let's jump right in. Before I start, I must mention that I've done an extensive 3-episode series on minimalism that is actually listed here, but I will try to condense it into this short bite-sized video. Minimalism grew out of the need for consistency, order, and aesthetic pleasure in the world of new music. As we've seen in the previous 3 episodes with serialism, new complexity, and also spectralism, audience and their tolerance and ears were put to some really challenging experiences with often little to no reward. In the United States, composers such as Teddy Riley and Lamont Young began experimenting working with really small musical motifs and seeing how they can slowly and systematically develop them over a long period of time. They would even often leave certain elements of the music up to the performer or the circumstances of the performance. Later minimalists such as Steve Reich introduced techniques such as looping and phasing in their music. You can learn more about these in my video here. Philip Glass took minimalism to the world stage by introducing it in opera and his film music. And later on, John Adams left an orchestral legacy with his huge body of works that was largely influenced by minimalist practices.
From Chicago to New York, from Chicago, from Chicago, to New York.
Minimalism became so popular among composers that post-minimal practices are still an active part of the music scene. This is where composers are often inspired by minimalist practices and fuse them in their own creative processes. Much like the other styles discussed in these series, minimalism also needs focus and patience in its listening experience. Although the harmonic language is more consonant and the melodies also seem more familiar, the rate of change and the repetition can be cumbersome. The best way to approach listening to minimalism is to try to focus the ear on the subtleties of each line and how they intermingle and dance and evolve out of each other. The luxury that we get with minimalism is that we get to hear an idea so many times that we can actually hear the music in slow motion. This will give the ear the opportunity to look around and really experience the intricate aspects of what it's listening to. This is almost as though we're in the mind of the composer and we're composing with them in real time. It's best to distract the mind from the mere repetition of the music and instead try to focus it on how the music is directing the ear in a particular direction, or how a specific color, rhythm, or melodic line is evolving. Here are 4 pieces to check out if you want to learn more about minimalism. As always, I'll be including the links to these pieces in the description below. Teddy Riley, in C, Steve Reich, piano phases, Philip Glass, Glassworks, John Adams, grand piano music. That's it for this episode. If you have any thoughts on this video or have ideas for future videos, please feel free to leave me a note in the comment section below. And as always, feel free to hit the like and subscribe button if you want to be notified of my future uploads. Thank you again for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.